everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Aurora, and this is one of the last videos of the year, and I thought I would do like a sketchbook flip through, kind of a, sketchbook tour, because this one I've been working on for almost 2 years, and I don't know if I've ever done a flip through of it, so I thought we would do that. I always paint my covers. This one I didn't do too fancy. It's pretty plain, actually, just my name. And so, yeah, first page, just a little cartoon, kind of, give me a little incentive. And I screwed up the second page, so I just painted over it, and I liked the black, but whatever you do, don't add glitter, because it just gets everywhere. So I ended up going over it with some Mod Podge, just adding some white accents. And then I was practicing cartoon faces. Yes, that's Jazza. And let's see, more Jazza, because this was about the same time that the Jazzy art box came out. And so, yeah, I did a box opening of that on my channel. I'll put a link to that. And this was what I drew, Floof and Floofette and Poof with Jazza. And I think it's called Jazza Meets My OC or something like that. And I was playing around with some ideas for some extra characters to go along with Floof, since he is a dust bunny. Sawdust and Toaster Crumbs would definitely fit the bill. So we had Elwood and PETA. And just this was a draw along with Myra Byler. And so I think this one was also, and I was just playing around with colors. And we got, was this like the fall? I skip around also. I don't like go in order. So I think this was done for a mermaid, if I'm not mistaken. And a potion bottle. Was playing around with the glass and bubbles and ooze and all that. And then drew some cute fish. And be happy. I think this is done in, what is this done in? Marker? I think it was done in marker. And this was a video I did. This was with watercolor markers from Arteza. This is an Arteza sketchbook also, by the way. And watercolors. Yes, watercolors. That was for a collab. I do a lot of like thinking about what I'm going to do in collabs and other things in here. And this was, I forget who drew the original, but I kind of did my own idea of it. I forget who the original was. Honest, I don't remember. This has been a while. So, but then I'll put like inspirational stuff in here too. So it's kind of like an art journal, sketchbook, idea book, all smushed into one. Is what all my sketchbooks are like. And, let's see, I'm not in frame. My Hummingbird, and that's done in watercolors and watercolor markers. And my cartoon, she's another OC. Her name is Honey. She's actually supposed to be the one, she originally was supposed to be the one who takes care of Floof. Kind of like his caretaker, keeps him out of trouble. She's not doing a very good job, let's just put it that way. And this is some background paper that I've made, and I embossed it. I just loved the feel of it, so I put a scrap piece of it in here. And this is from a Myra Byler video. She turned me into, that's another video I did. She turned me into what does she call herself? Oh, I can't remember now. I'll put the video up here. And this is another more Myra Byler ideas of what to do in your sketchbooks. And I made a map. I was just playing around with this, but it came out really cool. And some more ideas for Floof eyeballs. And some Halloween ideas. And this is where I started like doing, like putting pockets in and stuff like that. And I think this one made it onto Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. But you'll notice I put watercolor over, because what watercolor will, actually just plain water will do, will seal in graphite so it doesn't smudge onto the page, onto the other page. So I'll put just watercolor or water over something. And then there's my cat Persephone and my dog Lucy. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle in that. You see the sparkle? Yeah, but that's a watercolor picture I did. Another Myra Byler idea. Her and her moths. This has like a shiny. Playing around with some sunflowers. Another Myra Byler sketching along. I thought that was really cute. Drawn some bees, flowers. I was just messing around in here. And I was wanting to do an acrylic painting of a girl walking away through like a forest with all like snow and everything, and I never did it, but I liked the sketch. And let's see. AAA Art Collab for Magical World. I was gonna do Magical World of Disney, and that didn't turn out. It turned into something. It's like where you're thumbnailing and it just turns into one thing, just kind of follows along. And this was the sketch for the picture that I ended up doing. And this character, I still have yet to do anything with him. I still wanted to do a book or something, like a children's book, using him. And I have the idea for the storyline and everything, but I just have not done anything with him. But he's a cutie. Still haven't even named him. And that was done. This was done back in 2019. But I thought it came out really good. And this was a video of how to draw animals from a simple shape. I thought those were cute. They turned out so adorable. And let's see, ice cream. Yay for ice cream. That was done in December of 2019. How to draw hands. I was just practicing for the Draw Some Hand episode, which I needed to practice, trust me. Another gouache. It was like the first gouache painting I ever did. I just got the Arteza gouache set from my sister for my birthday. So this is what I painted. I thought that I love these clouds with birds and the rain and everything. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? Isn't that pretty? Ugh, those clouds just make me so happy. Just messing around with some watercolors. This is Curious Maggie TV. She draws these faces, and I just love how she draws them. And so I was like trying to replicate them and kind of play around with them and stuff like that. I love this little fairy. She's so cute. She has too much attitude. I'm going to collage the page with just pieces of paper that were laying on my desk. And then this was a paint along too, and I can't remember the girl's name. If I find it, I'll link it. But I like the way that came out. I think that's gouache also. And this would be James Burke. He draws some of the most incredible fashion. It's like a fashion magazine looking at his artwork. And it's just a little symmetry of my own. You see how I put the watercolor over it to keep it from smudging. And this was for AAA also, this one. That was, I can't remember which one it was. Gods and Goddesses? Of Other Gods and Goddesses, I think it was. I'm just messing around with this and new pens I had just gotten. Yep, she's interesting. She's an alien. She's half human and half alien. That must be her planet that she's from. This was from Visiting Grandma. That's the original sketch that I ended up, like, scanned it and then did a marker video of it. And it really did well. I'm so proud of that one. It came out really well. Celestial Bodies for AAA. This was back in May, so you can see how I'm just flip-flopping around. this is what I ended up doing. This is what I was thinking of doing. That's what I ended up doing. I don't know if you can see that. Some more gouache pictures. I love gouache. I love working in gouache. It has such a vibrant color. And this was the new Hemi gouache that I got, which I just love those colors. And this was for the Great Clay Showdown, where it was supposed to be witches and wizards. Yeah. And that's the wizard I made. I'll put a picture of what he looks like in clay. And this, I was painting this on a stream. My son was helping me get my colors corrected because greens weren't showing up at all on screen. So I was painting this and he was telling me to change this and change that, and so greens would show up. And just some art collage pages. I painted that for my niece because she wanted me to paint a picture of one of her plants. And love what you do. More pockets with little journaling cards. I test out a lot of things in here also for my paper crafting. So, Bumblebee Boy. He's done in graphite, and then this water graphite pencil that I use sometimes. The Graphite Aquarelle by Creative Color. It's a nice pencil. I like it. I like the effect it gives too. It's pretty cool. And this is watercolor, but also watercolor markers on top. And I was playing around with some page trim ideas. You know, like if you're going to, in a journal, if you're going to make a page and you need something down the side, I was going to like draw them. So this is just playing around. And clusters of flowers I was messing around with. Pictures of faces I was messing around with. I'm always trying to get my own style when it comes to a face. It's not easy. It's just not. And so mine are like all over the place all the time. I can never like nail down a specific style. So, oh, a sketch of my great grandmother. And it's an actual portrait that hangs over our fireplace of her, and I was sitting on the couch and I was just sketching it. And then floof. I have no idea why this is here. I have no clue. I don't know why. Maybe I was thirsty. I don't know. And just more sketches of an eyeball. And then I used watercolor markers in it. And you can see how this has got like a gray sheen over it. That's water just right over it, so it didn't, you know, rub off over here. And then this was like an idea I had for like a flip in a book. And never put your pocket here where it folds because it's hard to get anything in and out of it. So that was something I learned by doing this. And I was playing around with my new, what's it called? Where is it? This stuff, glossy accents. It makes things super glossy, super shiny. Let's see how that shines. Yeah, it's cool. Cool stuff. This is a pocket for a big tag. And I just had extra stuff that I had. I just gotten my Sizzix Big Shot, and I was playing around with the die cuts that I got. So I made this, but spring has sprung, fall has fell. But here in Florida, it's still hot as hell. This was for the Smart Art Box in October. It had the 4 prompts were mythical, tentacles, sprint, and sticky. So I did like a cartoon spread. This was almost identical to what I did. This is a symmetry that I drew years and years and years ago. So I just kind of copied it out and pasted it on here. Bloom a little every day. I love my Sizzix. Like, it does that really cool embossing. And so I was playing around with that and inks over the top of it. And then I just added a butterfly. It says, today we'll do my best. Tomorrow is another story. Made a little glossine bag, kind of. Out of, this is actually made out of tissue paper. Which is, if you Mod Podge tissue paper, it is very sturdy. Just a little booklet I made. Stick in there. And my Flooftober zine. I was organizing it and trying to figure out how to put the book together. And a picture of Floof. There's a little paper clip I made. I'll get on there. There we go. And that's the front cover of the Flooftober book. This is the original. And let's see. I'm just messing around with gouache on this page. Or acrylic, could have been. I probably was doing something else and had leftover paint. And I'll do that a lot. Where if I have leftover paint, I'll drag this out and just paint something in the book. And I think that came out pretty. And let's see, Smart Art November. It was fall leaves, rain boots, fox, and scarecrow. And this was just a thumbnail of what my idea was. And that's when I realized, oh, it needs the leaves. And I thought, oh, I'll put a wreath around the back of it. And that's the sketch of what I did. And this was for Twisted Reality for AAA. And I thought, yeah, I gotta do Salvador Dali. And I wrote down everybody's name who was doing it. And this is the last page. I just sketched this out the other day and didn't know what to do with it. So I only have a few pages left in here. It's not that much. So I was like, not too hurt about not finishing this book. I want to move on to a new one. But these are teas. I love the pages and the thickness of these. They're really nice. And I like how they have these plastic pockets in the back. So you can put like pictures that you want to eventually do. You know, like I think my father gave me these. This was a postcard that I was like, that's really beautiful. Florida's lure to sail away. And I want to paint that in acrylics or gouache maybe. And for some reason, this picture makes me go, did these horns make my butt look big? I don't know why, but that's what it tells me. That's what it says to me. So I was thinking about painting that and making that, or even drawing it as a cartoon and putting that as like, But I do like having this little pocket back here to hold things that I want to eventually do. So, yeah. Come on. There we go. So yeah, this is my 2020 sketchbook, art book, art journal stuff. Oh, and that's a sticker I made of Floof. And I always skip the first page. I never do the first page. I always go to the following page. So yeah, there is my sketchbook for 2020, 2019, 2020. And yes, 2021, I'm starting a new one. I do want to get some more of this size. I like this size book. It's kind of great because you can just like throw it in your bag. But the one I have is the 8x8. So I'll be doing kind of the same thing in that. Maybe. I don't know. If I can get... and when you buy these from Arteza, they always come in sets of 2. So I have another one. I don't remember where it went, but it's around here somewhere. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming by and checking my my sketchbook out. And if you want to see more sketchbooks, I got plenty. So until my next video, I sure do love you bunches. Bye, y'all.